Well, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Lauren Blanchard. I serve as the Executive Vice Chancellor for Academic and Student Affairs for the California State University Chancellor's Office. And I can't tell you how heartwarming it is to see so many of you here. And I wonder why you're all gathered here. It's a great day. I understand that it's not raining today. And most importantly, you're here to meet Humboldt State University's 8th president and his wife. And so I won't stand any longer between the two of you to make sure that you're able to officially welcome. And of course, the board has already taken action, and so I can use the word officially to introduce to the Humboldt community Mr. Dr. Tom Jackson and his wife, Mona Jackson. President Jackson and Mrs.
Yeah, we have to do this. Just bear with us. Yeah. Some of the things you have to do on the very first day. It is very nice to see so many of you here today. And for me, this is not only a very, very sunny day, but a very positive day for our family and for Humboldt State. We welcome the opportunity to work with each and every one of you here. More importantly, we welcome the opportunity to not only reside in this community, but do all of the things that you hope will happen over the next several years that will only raise up Humboldt, our students, our faculty, staff, and community. And so please, as we go through this process over the next few months, take the time, and I ask you very seriously and deliberately, take the time, stop me when I'm walking across campus, and let's chat. You can buy the cup of coffee. But tell me your story, because for the two of us, that story is what really is most important. We believe in the value of storytelling and the value of individuals telling us why they are here and the things that they hope to do in the future, not only for themselves, but for their children and their children's children. We certainly share in that story. Given that, let me tell you a story, because it kind of speaks to the narrative of who we are as two people. Tom Jackson, born and raised in Seattle, Washington. You'll know a lot more about that later on. But the person I want to talk about, and I'm going to change his name because I don't want him to be as public as I am. We'll just call him David Smith. So my first day at another university, very first day as a vice president, he came into the office and said, Dr. Jackson, my name is David, and I'm a pilot wannabe. I want to become a pilot, and you are a pilot. And so we started chatting, and he was a sophomore at Texas A&M University, Kingsville at the time, and I was vice president. So we struck up this wonderful relationship because I was also in the Army National Guard as he was at that time. And that relationship flowed for the entire year. He certainly had a very passionate student experience his first year and into his second year. In other words, when I said David Smith, people knew about him, both positively and less than positively. He was one of those really active students. He decided shortly thereafter that he was going to step away from the university. And he went off to finish his pilot's license and to become a certified flight instructor. About 1 year later, he walked into the office, and to my surprise, I looked at him and said, David, what are you doing here? I thought you were learning how to be a pilot and all those other things. And he said, Dr. Jackson, I am here because you told me to be here. So I look at David and I ask him, I don't remember telling you to be here. He said, yes, you did. The last thing you said to me before I left the university was to come back and do what? Finish your degree. I didn't remember saying that to him, but he remembered me saying that to him. And that is, I think, the narrative of what we do at a university, which is why I'm a president and why I'm the first in my family to have done that. Because I think that story is really important. There are so many hurdles and so many things that often get in the way of what we're trying to do, but underneath everything that we are doing, it rallies around the student. and getting them through all those humps and hurdles to get them into what we would call the educated citizenry. So everything we can do as a university, right from the very moment they step foot on this campus, for me, is about getting them through the process and walking across the stage, having a fantastic, meaningful experience along the way, and then being even more proud about their alma mater when they're an alum. So on that note, I welcome the opportunity to be your president, number 8. Both my wife and I really enjoy college life, and if you could stop me, tell me your name, because I remember all 40 names over here. I may not have them in order, but I remember.
And there will be a test.
There may be, and I'm a solid C student. And if you will stop me, share with me your name one more time, and make it your mission and your point, not only to help us make Humboldt all the things that you would like it to be, but guide me through this process as your new president. Can we do that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you again for your willingness to be here, and I look forward to working with each and every one of you. Thank you.
So I have to tell you the unusual nature of President Jackson and his wife being here today. This is a precedent being set because there's never been a time in the history of the California State University that on the day that the announcement is made of a new president, that the president is actually on the campus. This is the first. And it is by the doing of President Jackson and his wife, because they wanted to make it very clear to you all how important this university is to them. And so it's a mutual congratulations. It's a congratulations to the two of them, but it's also a congratulations to you. I feel, and the board feels very strongly, I know that you had a lot of representation on the search committee or the advocacy advisory committee that really helped in the selection process. Today is just the first day of many more that you'll have an opportunity to interact with President Jackson and his wife. Today they're here only for a short period of time. They're also going to be spending time in the community, not only getting to know community members, but they also have to now find somewhere to live in the community as well. So know that if you don't get to them today directly, they will be back soon. But I just wanted to express to you just how not only important, but how unusual it is to have these two fine community members who will be now a member of your community to come here today. And it speaks a lot of the kind of leader that President Jackson already is and the leadership style that he has. So thank you all very much. I wish that we had more to offer besides coffee and, because I know it's lunchtime, so, but enjoy the coffee, enjoy the drinks, and enjoy the cookies. And I'm sure that they'll be around a little while longer if you'd like to come in, shake their hands and express more. But as I said, know that they'll be back soon enough. Thank you all very much again for being here.